The country of Sudan has swung between democratic and military rule. The latter has been far more dominant throughout its history. Sudan has experienced 20 military coups, 2 civil wars, and the devastating Darfur genocide. Now, history repeats itself as the third civil war rages alongside the genocide in El Fasher, where more than 1,500 civilians have reportedly been killed. The RSF, the Rapid Support Forces, a powerful paramilitary born from the Janjaweed, has been fighting the Sudanese armed forces since April of 2023, leading to one of the world's worst humanitarian crises. The two main functions in the current civil war are the Sudanese armed forces, the SAF, and the Rapid Support Forces, the RSF. The armed forces include various Islamist factions allied with them, such as Al-Bara Ibn Malik Battalion. The RSF, meanwhile, is considered anti-Islamist and leans towards Arab nationalism. According to reports, they are described as Arab nationalists because their origins lie in Arab tribal militias once used by the Sudanese government to suppress non-Arab populations during the Darfur conflict. The group has carried out racially charged attacks on non-Arabs in Sudan, tantamount to genocide and ethnic cleansing. On 15 April 2023, the RSF mobilized its forces across Sudan, triggering the civil war. The SAF labels the RSF a rebel group, and the RSF has drawn global condemnation for actions deemed crimes against humanity by Human Rights Watch in New York. The United States has called their campaign genocide and has operated in various parts of Sudan, such as Darfur and Khartoum. Recently, the RSF seized the last area under SAF control in Darfur, El Fasher, and ethnically cleansed the city. Satellite images have since shown shocking streaks of blood across the city. While the war appears to be a power struggle between two Sudanese forces, foreign influence is undeniable. Reports indicate that a third party, the United Arab Emirates, has been providing support to the RSF. The RSF's leader, Mohammed Hamdan Dagalo, also known as Hemedti, gained favor since he has a monopoly on Sudan's gold trade. In 2017, Hemedti took control of Sudan's gold mines, becoming the nation's largest gold trader. He allegedly exports vast amounts of gold to Dubai, and in exchange, the UAE reportedly supplied the RSF with military aid, including Chinese drones, ammunition, military vehicles, and mortar. The conflict in El Fasher began on 15 April 2023, and initial clashes killed 62 people and injured countless more. The city conditions rapidly deteriorated. Electricity was cut off, markets destroyed, airports closed, hospitals were overflowed, and even police facilities became makeshift wards. Refugee camps weren't safe and were attacked by the RSF. Al Fasher was soon divided. The RSF controlled neighborhoods such as En Maham, El Ghaba, while SAF held the general command quarters and surrounding areas. Despite the war having intermittent truces interspersed, the RSF still persisted on their crusade. On 13th April 2024, it launched an explosive offensive surrounding El Fasher and cutting off water supplies. On 1st June, both sides exchanged artillery and airstrikes, devastating the city's infrastructure permanently. On 13th June, the UN Security Council adopted Resolution 2736, demanding an end to the siege. The next day, SAF forces killed Ali Yaqub Jibril, the RSF's regional commander. On 6th October, SAF reinforcement joined by Darfuri allies broke down through from the north, but their success was short-lived. On 21st January 2025, the RSF issued an ultimatum to the SAF: vacate El Fasher within 48 hours or face complete annihilation. The SAF, however, refused, and when the deadline expired, the RSF launched their biggest assault yet, which the SAF repelled using warplanes, according to eyewitnesses. By 10th March, the SAF had retaken several RSF-held zones, including the Lafat Tokro buildings and Al Salam neighborhood. Aerial warfare intensified. SAF airstrikes destroyed an RSF ammunition truck while the RSF shot down a military aircraft of the SAF, exchanging blows. Drone warfare then followed. By August, the RSF had blockaded the city, starving its residents. On 11th August, another offensive began. By September, over 200,000 civilians were trapped inside the city walls, and on 19th September, the RSF fired a missile at Al Jamia Mosque, killing 75 worshippers mid-prayer. The RSF seized the SAF 6th Infantry Division headquarters then, and in the days followed, witnesses report scenes of pure horror. Civilians executed at point-blank range, others whipped or mutilated to death. Women were killed and their bodies were sexually violated by RSF soldiers. The world now knows of these atrocities only through eyewitness testimonies and satellite imagery. The RSF dismisses the reports as media exaggeration and have blocked freedom of the press. However, open source visuals remain undisputed. The war may have ended in El Fasher, but its consequences are just beginning to unfold. The fallout is expected to be profound and far-reaching.